Well, it's the round of 8 cutoff weekend at Martinsville. If you hear background noise, that's rain. Thankfully, I'm 1,000 miles away from Martinsville, so there's no need to worry about rain at Martinsville. I mean, there might be. I haven't checked the radar. That's not what we're here to talk about, though. We're not talking about the playoffs. We're not even talking about a playoff driver. Aric Almirola, of course, driver of the number 10 SHR Ford since 2018. is stepping away from NASCAR Cup Series competition. Almirola released a statement on social media saying, "After much prayer, consideration, and conversations with my family, I'm ready for the next adventure. To everyone at Stewart-Haas Racing, a genuine and heartfelt thank you for the last 6 years. Winning races and competing with all of you has been a thrill. Our opportunity together was made possible by all of our wonderful partners." The cutoff made me think it was saying one. To which I owe much gratitude because as a race car driver, I can't compete without corporate sponsorship. It's been an honor to represent the many companies and all of their employees. To Smithfield, I'm humbled for the opportunity to represent your company and brands. 12 years ago, you brought me into the Smithfield family and took a chance on me. I'm forever indebted to the people that I've had the pleasure to meet and represent. My career in life wouldn't be what it is today without your support. God turned my childhood dream of becoming a professional race car driver into a reality, and I'm incredibly grateful. Grateful for the opportunities, the wins, the celebrations, the struggles, the partnerships, and most of all, the people I've met and the friendships we've made. My family and I have been blessed beyond our wildest imagination because of all that the NASCAR community has to offer. As for the future, Proverbs 19:21. Well, yes, there have been numerous rumors, reports, anything else you can talk about with Aric Almirola's future. Of course, last year he announced that he was going to retire from NASCAR, and then a couple months later, unretired. He pulled a Tom Brady. Of course, Almirola's from Tampa. Tom Brady was playing in Tampa at the time, so yeah, you could see some correlation there. But anyways, point being, Almirola, it's been rumored for a while now that he would not be returning to the 10 car, whether it's retiring, whether it's just leaving. But he will not return to Stewart-Haas Racing. I don't know what he's going to do next year. But Smithfield Foods also leaving NASCAR, they said. Smithfield Foods congratulates Aric Almirola on his excellent run with Stewart-Haas Racing. With Aric's decision to explore new opportunities, the time has come for Smithfield to end our NASCAR partnership. We've been with Aric since the beginning. We were his first sponsor in 2012. His first full year in the NASCAR Cup Series, and we've enjoyed great success with him over the years. Aric has been an incredible ambassador for Smithfield over the past 12 seasons, and we have enjoyed an outstanding relationship with Stewart-Haas Racing in our 6 seasons together. We plan on finishing 2023 strong, and we wish Aric and SHR the very best. There's 2 more weeks. There's 8 days left in 2023. The season, that is. So, all right, 8 days to finish strong. Anyways, yeah, those two always went together. It's not a surprise that they're leaving together, I guess. As we've seen Smithfield on Aric Almirola's cars back to, as I said, 2012, his Richard Petty Motorsports days. And look, Aric Almirola, did he have the flashiest and most successful career? No. He had a solid career, though. A lot of people would do a lot of things to win a Cup Series race. Aric Almirola had 3 Cup Series race wins. He won in the iconic 43 car back in 2014 at Daytona. He got his second career win at Talladega back in 2018. And then, of course, in 2021, won at New Hampshire. So 3 career wins, that's nothing to feel bad about. I mean, I don't think he feels bad about his career. But, that's nothing. People will give Aric Almirola crap. Oh, he's not great. Oh, he's missed the playoffs in SHR equipment. But Almirola's done a pretty solid job, as I said, with the wins. And then also, he made the playoffs his first 4 years at Stewart-Haas Racing, finished 5th in the points in 2018. So he made it to the round of 8 in that 2018 season. He had that Talladega win. He did a fine job, honestly. So Aric Almirola, I think he did good. I think he had a solid career. As I said, it wasn't the most flashy. It wasn't the most exciting, but he got the job done. He did what he was supposed to, and also, he was kind of there for the SHR fall off, and, that's not exactly his fault. So, but Aric Almirola fans, I'm sure you're sad out there. It's going to be okay, I promise. But we'll see what he ends up doing, if he's completely done from racing, if he's going to come back and run maybe part-time, or I don't know what he's going to do. But Aric Almirola, he's been a solid driver throughout his career. He's had some pretty successful moments, some pretty cool moments in his career. He is going to be leaving Stewart-Haas Racing at the end of the season, along with his sponsor, Smithfield. They make good bacon. Yes, the bacon. Less bacon at the racetracks. Big sad. But let's talk about the reports about his potential replacement. These rumors have been swirling over the past few months, or past few weeks, really. The past few months, the rumors have been swirling that Almirola is going to be leaving, but that's not really a big surprise. I feel like they've been trying to replace him for the last 2 years. But it's a matter of who's going to replace Aric Almirola. You look around trying to figure things out. Well, it's late October, and most of the silly season stuff is kind of settled. We know who's going to be in the majority of the cars. The only open cup cars currently are now the SHR 10, supposedly the Colleague 16, and the Rick Ware Racing, the second Rick Ware Racing car. So there's not a lot of options, to say the least. Well, there are reports. It's now reports. Initially, it was kind of rumors, but now it's reports. There's multiple people reporting it, that Noah Gragson could be the favorite to land the number 10 car, and that is quite the interesting choice. Remember, Gragson, back in 2022, absolutely dominated the Xfinity season. Fell a little bit short of the championship, but he had 8 or 9 wins that season. Was lighting it up, winning at all styles of racetrack. Moves to the Cup Series in 2023 with Legacy Motor Club. Remember, they were formerly Petty GMS, had a great 2022 season with Erik Jones. 2023 was going to be a new opportunity, a great opportunity for him. They had a really bad start to the season. It was a rough first half of the season. Gragson had some issues, just, whether he was getting wrecked at Talladega or whether it was a brake rotor exploding and he got a concussion. It was a rough go for Noah Gragson at Legacy Motor Club. Then come August, Noah Gragson likes a post with an offensive meme, and Legacy Motor Club, I can't remember, I think they said that Gragson asked to be released from his contract. Initially, Gragson was suspended, but then later on he asked to be released from his contract, and of course he was. So we see in the 42 car, we've seen Josh Berry, Mike Rockenfeller, for the most part Carson Hocevar. We even saw John Hunter Nemechek in the car last week. Well, that's left Gragson obviously as a free agent, being able to do what he wants to do. And of course, Gragson's top option would be to return to the Cup Series in 2024. But, if he can get an Xfinity ride, a competitive Xfinity ride, I'm sure that would help. Because once again, it was just a rough rookie season, or 2/3 of a rookie season for Gragson. As I said, not all of it was his fault, like the brake rotor exploding. You get crashed out sometimes, but the fact of the matter, it was a really rough season. But then, you see Carson Hocevar in the 42 car, and the Petty G or Legacy Motor Club, whatever they're called now, has gotten better as the year has gone on, ironically, because they're leaving Chevy and they're going to become a Toyota team. Ironically, they've gotten better as the year has gone on. I would have thought they would have gotten worse. So it's kind of difficult to compare, but if you do look at the numbers, Hocevar is doing much better than Gragson, so it's a little mind-boggling. But okay, point being, Gragson to the 10 car, will it happen? Look, man, I mean, if there's multiple reporters saying that Gragson is the favorite to land the 10 car, they're probably right. These are like reliable sources. It's like Bob Parker's, Jordan Bianchi, a few other people saying this. Like this, it seems like this is gonna happen. Look, SHR's had a rough go out of it since 2021. 2021, remember 2020, Harvick wins 9 races, Cole Custer wins a race. I think all 4 of their cars made the playoffs that year. And then turn over to 2021, Harvick makes the playoffs on points, goes winless that year. Almirola, the only reason he made the playoffs is because of that New Hampshire win. Briscoe misses the playoffs and Custer misses the playoffs. Rough go at it. And then you look at this year, just a couple years after that. Harvick makes the playoffs on points, is probably going to go winless in his final season. The other three cars, irrelevant. Very irrelevant. It has been spiraling out of control for Stewart-Haas Racing, and they have missed out on some big free agents. The biggest one was probably Kyle Larson in 2020. Of course, Larson, after his own incident, was fired from Chip Ganassi Racing, and in October, he was back into free agency, essentially, as I kick my camera. Sorry about that. But SHR wanted, Tony Stewart wanted Kyle Larson, but Ford said no. And of course, Hendrick Motorsports picked up Larson. Larson won 10 races in 2021 and a championship. So Tony Stewart was probably very mad at Ford. And then last year, SHR had an opportunity at Kyle Busch. Now, how realistic was it? It might have been a bit of a long shot, but they still tried to get him. And Kyle Busch goes to RCR. So SHR has had the opportunity to get some big free agents in the past. And Noah Gragson, no, he is not a Kyle Busch. He is not a Kyle Larson. But he is a young driver. He is a driver who has talent. He is a driver who has a chance to prove himself here with his second chance. And SHR, they need to do something different. They can't do this predictable, or they can't go boring with their pick. They can't go for a pay driver, or, this is going to sound mean, but another Aric Almirola. Look, as I said, Almirola is a solid driver, but, he'll get you a win every couple of years. They can't go for one of that. They have to go for something different. I was saying during Shane Van Gisbergen, once he started talking about going to NASCAR, I said SHR needs to put all their chips in that basket, because they need to swing for the fences, and even if they miss, so what? They're going this way. It's not a slow decline. Right now, it is like a plummet, and they desperately need something to go their way. They need to sign someone different. Noah Gragson could be that different. Look, he's a great personality in the garage. He is a funny guy. He will very much play along with whatever's going on, whether it's throwback weekend, whether it's a sponsor. The guy's got a personality that is, you can market. So it's SHR, and of course he's a talented driver. So SHR, if they do indeed sign Noah Gragson, I think that'll be a good choice. Obviously, you're limited on your choices this time of year, but for the choices that are out there currently, not a bad choice at all. But once that news is made official, we will talk about it more. But Almirola stepping away, not returning to SHR. Smithfield Racing done. Noah Gragson to the 10? Maybe. So thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Nice and early. It's like 8:30 in the morning. Still raining outside. There you go. And trying to think if there's anything else. Yeah, we got Martinsville this weekend. We got the Mexican Grand Prix this weekend. Both the qualifying for those races happens today. And then Sunday will be the actual races for them. I'll see you guys in the next video. Probably the race recaps for those, unless more news comes out.